Welcome to the greatest radio show to ever grace the internet. It's Kdog Radio. Well, howdy, folks. Welcome back to Kdog Radio. Know it's been a few weeks since I've actually sat down to do one, but been kind of busy right now, so trying to do some multiple projects and things going on. So still working on that puzzle in there for the Disney puzzle builder. But anyhow, today I'm going to talk about physical media. And as you may know, that some stores are scaling back on the sale of DVDs, Blu-rays, and the Ultra 4K HD Blu-rays. Matter of fact, Best Buy has announced that next year they will no longer be selling movies that way. And I, for one, prefer to buy a physical copy. Now, this is GoldenEye, one of the James Bond films. I've just completed converting at least my James Bond movies to digital. Now, I thought I was going to go the way of the Vudu service doing the $2 per disc conversion, but the problem is there's a number of problems that have crept up. One, not every studio is going along with that. So that means I would have to make a full purchase price to get that movie into the digital collection. And two, as I was going through my movies, I noticed that I had cashed in several titles to put into my library, okay? They are now missing. Why? Who knows? They have maybe they've lost the rights, or maybe an app that I have intertwined has saying, nope, take this one off. So it's hard to say. So I ended up getting a old disc drive to work, a Blu-ray disc drive, actually is an Ultra 4K disc drive. And I found a software legally purchased that will rip Blu-rays and DVDs. And you could save it as a digital file. Now, the problem is I have a lot of titles, around close to approximately 2,400. Some of those are double dipped, but yeah. So I'm saving them to a external hard drive that's a 4 terabyte right now. I will possibly upgrade to a higher terabyte quantity the further I go along. But so far, the software looks pretty good. You can store it as 1080p. The only problem is the Ultra 4K HDs. It will not rip those. It'll rip a 1080p Blu-ray, but it will not rip a Ultra 4K HD Blu-ray. For whatever reason, I have no idea. The other thing is that it takes a long time for a Blu-ray to rip, as opposed to a DVD. Now, you do have the option to rip a DVD up to 1080p, but what's the point in doing that? Because you're creating a 1080p file, but the sources are not 1080. It's actually 480p. So I've been keeping the resolution, like if it's a DVD, I've been keeping the resolution. And not only that, there are other factors into play here. I can't grab one offhand, but what about stuff like that's on the off-brand labels like Criterion and Shout Factory and whatever the Mill Creek. A lot of those titles, you buy those, they don't come with a digital code. They come with maybe a DVD copy, but that's it. So either way, no matter how you look at this, if you're going to do disc to a digital conversion, you just need to accept the fact that possibly you're going to be paying some money. Now, a lot of the Ultra 4K HDs do come with Blu-ray copies. I'm more concerned about getting the movie onto a digital format. Now, as long as they're making play, see, this is the thing why I'm doing it is because the players. Eventually, the player, my Blu-ray player out there, it's going to give way, and it's not going to work anymore. And at some point in time, the electronics manufacturers are not going to manufacture the players anymore. It's all going to be a Roku device or some other streaming, or you have to pay for the streaming services of the studios or whatever. The key thing is they don't want you owning anything. Okay. You don't own, like, I don't own the rights to this, but I own this copy. I own this specific DVD, but I don't own the rights to the content. But however, I want to save this content because also, as it's proving, they are taking older films and re-editing them and taking out stuff that they don't think that is relevant or politically correct. That is wrong. That's just as bad, if not worse, than when Ted Turner was taking old black and white movies and adding color to them back in the 80s. That's what I hold that to. So I've come up with a solution, not probably the best solution, but I've come up with a solution to back up my collection. At least I am putting the movies, I'm not really putting special features on at the moment because with DVD ripping software, you can actually copy the whole entire disc, whatever's on it, commentary, like a commentary track or a special feature, a trailer, whatever, even logos like FBI warnings, you can copy those. But because if you know anything about how DVDs are work, is that that everything on here is sorted out by title. It'll say title this number, or title 1 is the movie, title 6 is the FBI warning, title 15 is the trailer or whatever. It's also it's basically what this is it's a collection of clips with an index file, and you got to find the right one that has the movie, and the software luckily will do that. It'll find where the main movie is, and say if you just want that, just click the main title, or it'll ask you when you put the disc in, do you want everything copied? And it'll copy it into a folder, and or you can even put it onto one file, which I probably don't want, but because that means you just gotta fast forward through scrolling, but yeah, that's what I'm looking into. That's what I'm doing right now, and it does take a little while for a title to convert to a file. Now, again, if it's a Blu-ray, I'm going to save it as a 1080p file, and a Blu-ray or a DVD, I'm saving as a DVD equivalent file. So, yeah, I'm holding up James Bond, but this one's GoldenEye. I've just completed all except for one, and it's the non-official Bond title, Never Say Never Again, to a digital format. So now I have all the James Bond movies converted, but I've also got several thousands others that I'm looking to convert and get them onto a digital system that would be interchangeable. I'm not so much worried about putting them into the cloud. I'm still going to be like, say, if I buy a movie and it comes with the digital cloud uh, code, like for Vudu, Amazon Prime, Movies Anywhere, those, I will still cash those in because there's a few titles I know that don't come with a Blu-ray. They come with the Ultra 4K HD. Example, I bought the 80s movie Dragon Slayer, and there was nothing but the digital code that came with it. No Blu-ray. It was just the digital code. And I found out if I use Amazon Prime, I can download it to my hard drive. However, I can only play it back in the Amazon Prime drive. So probably somewhere out there is a conversion software that will decode that, and I can eventually transfer that to where I can take that anywhere and save it to without the Amazon Prime app. So that's pretty much it, what I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, I'm still working on the Disney puzzle in there. But I've also got this going on. So, yeah, and I'm saving all these movies to an external hard drive. I'm not putting them on my main hard drive because of sheer file size. They are pretty big. So that's why you got to think terabytes, not gigabytes. So no matter what you look at, you're going to be spending some money into backing your system up to a digital. You're backing up your collection to a digital format. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah. So I think I'm just going to end it right there. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys later. So from me to you, see you later.